Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about banks for the poor or the microfinance loans as currently one of the arms of global development. It all started when Mohammed Yunus got back from his PhD journey to his country Bangladesh in 1974, where he found a big difference between what is taking place in the classroom talking about economics and what is happening in the street. So he decided to go to the street and to provide very small loans for 42 women who started as entrepreneurs with only $27 each. After the pilot proved success, the model of Grameen Bank started to be shaped around a circular of investing in poor women who are given a loan to start an income generating activity. Then, from the profit earned, the women will pay back the loan with small interest. How to make sure that they will pay back? This is through innovatively implementing the peer pressure collateral. Then, with the interest earned on the loan, the bank can give loans to more people. Eventually, this will feed directly into local development in terms of education, empowerment of women activities, and low distribution of dividends to the poor. Impact of the model in Bangladesh reached to 9 million beneficiaries, and that was 24 US billion dollars so far. Yet, there are so many challenges are taking place for the microfinance institutions across the globe, mainly attempting to mimic the exact model in different contexts and scaling up was total failure. Some examples in Egypt, Mexico, Arkansas, and US. Scholarly critiques focuses on the different culture context. For example, for the woman as micro-entrepreneur, it would be a burden for them without knowledge and empowerment. This has been given with the limited government support in terms of technology and training. Under-resourced women, their major concern is to cover basic needs. Consequently, scaling the business is a secondary goal. On the other hand, microfinance assumes the beneficiaries possess sufficient human capital, social capital, and other assets for growing their small businesses. Moreover, Risman and Ferry claim that microfinance rests on neoliberal theory. It's driven from decisions of equally endowed, self-maximizing individuals that is subscribing to the principles of economy rationality. Also, microfinance may not reach to the poorest of the poor, and this is due to insufficient education and health. Lastly, the difficulties in understanding, again, with how loans work can lead to cycles of indebtedness. Next, let's look into the major outcomes from where we started in Bangladesh. There is currently 98% loan repayment, and 60% of the beneficiary have risen above poverty line as per the Grameen Bank annual report in 2018. Furthermore, currently across the globe, there are 140 million beneficiary, and this is a total of credit portfolio of 124 billion US dollars. The MFIs recorded in 2018 a growth of 8.5% compared to the previous year. In addition to the arising of technological innovations, adapting the microfinance models such as Kiva, which is online platform to connect lenders to borrower, as well as Tala, which is an example of an application of how smart devices can facilitate directly to banks and show history records for poor. Yet, there are voices, as previously mentioned, that there are some failures and the whole process of microfinance is not transformative, it's just making a little bit improvement. In addition to shutting down some initiatives and activities in regions such as sub-Saharan Africa related to microfinance. So, with those two different voices, is microfinance successful or a failure? I argue that it could be either or based on the understanding and the implementation. So, it could be successful if it is implemented within a holistic approach and with a focus on unleashing the people capabilities, as Sen mentioned, or from the perspective of the cultural hybridity and collective actions, as Escobar stated, this is the lens of indigenous cultures. Microfinance can be looked at from a broader implementation aspects, as well as understanding the context is a key from a geographical point of view, policies, social structure, and culture. So, what does it mean to be a holistic solution approach? Here are some examples from some of the foundations of Grameen Bank and its charter that contains the 16 decisions or commitments. The group they are reciting, for example, that we shall follow and advance the four principles of discipline, unity, courage, and hard work in all walks of our lives. Also, we shall grow vegetables all year round. We shall eat plenty of them and sell the surplus. One more example, the microloans groups pledged themselves to: we shall educate our children and ensure that they can earn to pay for their education. At the other side, it could be an entire failure if it is implemented in just replicating of the original model without a true understanding of the customers, the people, and without providing a proper capacity building plan, as we have seen in the previous 16 decisions. As well, the lack of context specific and how it differs across people and culture. This has been stated in Nigeria example by Yukunawa. In addition to Dixon case study in Zambia NGOs, where he stated the lack of governance and unclear ownership structure can lead to that total failure. The, the importance of effectiveness of regulations and formulating the policies to ensure that financial access to the poorest of the poor in response to the mission and will not drift to commercialization aspects. And to conclude, if you would like to dig deep into the topic and the different views about the microfinance, you can look into the references I listed here. I hope you enjoyed the topic and I hope that I added even a little bit to your knowledge about it. Thank you. Thank you.